Ah, honey, I just had the wildest dream.
Yeah, he actually kind of looks like it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was back at the Saban Skills Center and teaching, and I was back with the sweat pigs.
The sweat pigs?
The sweat pigs, those rascally high schoolers I used to teach. What's that sound? Did you hear something?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Hey, who is that? I'm gonna check this out. Where's my trusty wand? I have a wand.
Hey, Mr. Dodger.
What?
Up your nose with some vinyl tubing.
Holy cow! It's... Why, it's Scotty Scotterino.
Hey, Mr. Dodger. Are you doing the show tonight? What are we doing here?
Well, I was very confused. Oh my goodness, it's Boom Boom Sabila and Richard Porshak. Why, you're all here. The Sweat Pigs. I bet that was 20 years ago. What's happened to y'all?
Well, you know, a lot of things have happened in this lifetime, Mr. D.
Yeah, nice hairstyle.
Thanks for noticing.
So I heard, Scotty Scotterino, that you're back into Scientology again.
Well, absolutely. L. Ron Hubbard knows a lot of things about how we connect to the universe.
Fascinating. I'm glad you learned everything from my school teachings. And I also heard that you've been out in France for a while. Did you try some of their food?
Yeah.
I know you got a bad smoking habit.
Didn't get a chance to get any of the cheeseburgers in France.
Well, what do they serve in France for burgers?
I'm not sure.
Well, welcome back, Mr. Dodger.
Oh my goodness! Why,
Thanks.
Mr. Norman's even here.
Mr. Sir Boogie Cat's in the house.
Sir Boogie Cat, why thank you. This just makes me so happy. I gotta play something.
Well, what do you think you want to play?
Well, it's a little tune that goes something like this.
Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Oh, the names have changed since you hung around, but those dreams that remain and they turn around. Who'd have thought they'd need you? Who'd have thought they'd need you? Back here where we need you. Yeah, we tease them a lot 'cause we got them on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back,
Live, and we're back. We're back. Yes, we are. Woohoo! Are we back? Everybody's back. I'm so happy you can join us.
Someone turned it up.
I'm Jeff Dodge, and this is the Peasant Revolution Band Variety Hour. We have our musical director, Rich Reese, on the drums. How are you today, Rich?
I'm having a great day, Jeff. How are you doing? Welcome back.
I thank you.
Welcome
it's good
back.
to be back.
Welcome
I was
back.
20
Welcome
years.
back.
20
Is
years.
it 20 years
back.
or is it 40 years? Is it?
All right, you got me. It's actually 40 years. I'm 73.
Because I was just thinking, yeah, it was 20 years ago that Lauryn Hill ripped that song off. So.
Oh, I didn't know she did it. Did
Yeah.
she? Really?
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
A Fugees version, or?
No, it was her solo album, 1998's The Miseducation.
Wow.
So,
Well,
yeah.
I thought of it as it's actually John Sebastian's song, right? Oh my goodness! I think we just something happened here on the telephone. What? Holy cow! I think someone's trying to reach us. Let me see what that's all about. Oh my goodness! And it's creating all sorts of havoc. Okay, it's hello. Hello?
Hello.
Is this, who is this?
Hello. Hi.
Is it,
Is this live?
we are live. Is this Rex Tillerson?
Hi. This is Rex Tillerson.
Rex! My goodness, we've been so worried about you. We haven't seen much of you lately.
I'm on a submarine.
You're on a submarine, really?
Yes, I'm on a submarine.
Well, because
Richard Branson.
we heard with Richard Branson, the billionaire?
Yes, with Richard Branson.
I don't believe you. Prove it.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
believe Richard
I'll
Branson.
put him on. Hold on.
Really? Oh my goodness, we're going to talk to Richard Branson. Can you believe that?
Hello, this is Richard Branson.
Richard Branson?
Yes.
What are you doing with Rex Tillerson in a submarine?
We're looking for oil.
Oil. You know, he talked to us about that on a few shows back. It sort of seems like a fool's errand. Now, everyone's trying to get into solar and energy efficient.
Well,
Type of-
yes, but we have a submarine now.
I thought you would be ahead of the curve on that, but you're still looking for oil with all your wealth and submarines.
Well, yes. Let me put Rex on to explain things.
Okay, well, thank you, Richard Branson. Rex, you there?
Oh, yes. Rex Tillerson here.
Okay, Rex.
I'm on board a submarine.
Yeah, if you have been drinking again, Rex?
Well, I can consume fresh seawater now.
Oh, interesting. I heard there's funguses and algae.
It's better than, it's better than the alcohol that my doctor used to prescribe.
You were prescribed it. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Very interesting. I had one question for you, Rex, before we get going, because we got a very, very busy show here. But you said there was something about your old boss. The president said something about it. He said something about a storm.
It's called permanent vacation.
Well, yes, Permanent Vacation. That was an Aerosmith album, if I remember right. But the president, it said something about a storm that's coming. Are you aware of this storm and what it's about?
A storm, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Storm
Perhaps
that's
it's
coming.
The deep state he keeps on mentioning.
Are you part of the deep state, or?
Well, I'm underwater, so I guess that's pretty deep.
That's pretty deep. Well, Rex, it has been a real kicker. I hope you. We've had a great time getting to know you. I hope you don't mind that we're going to probably start taking calls from Richard Branson instead of you now, because you are on a permanent vacation. But tell Richard we look forward to hearing from him again, and you enjoy your vacation there, okay?
Oh, yes, of course. And remember to look under the polar ice caps.
Polar ice caps, got it.
You may find something worth writing about.
Okay, that's wonderful. And you take it easy with that seaweed there, okay?
All right.
All right. Goodbye, Rex. It's great talking to you. Take care. Wow. Rex Tillerson. There you go. There you go. Well, we're going to have our guest in just a second here. I want to cut to a quick commercial, and we'll be right back with Norman Sylvester, the legend, here in the Trench Digger Studios.
Did you ever wonder what life would be like without advertising? Pretty scary, huh? Advertising keeps life interesting. Advertising helps viewers find bargains. Advertising makes life worth living. Advertise on the Peasant Revolution Band Variety Hour and see your business improve. We'd love to talk about how we can help make your business successful.
So, if we have Rex Tillerson coming in here anymore, we're back. We're live. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so happy. This is a very powerful moment for the show. We have, from the Oregon Music Hall of Fame, the legend, the one and only Boogie Cat, Norman Sylvester.
What's up?
Yes. Thank you so much.
I'm glad to see you, my friend. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Mr. Dodger, I'm doing wonderful. Thank
Wonderful.
you. Wonderful.
Let me put a mic in your hand, and I'll talk over here, and let's make sure our director of photography, David, is happy with his shots.
Is he happy?
Are you happy, David? I'm thinking we could do. Oh yeah, let's do a little.
On that shot.
Okay, and then I'll stay on this shot. Okay, how is that working?
You could, yeah.
Oh, something like that. Yeah, okay.
Getting weird. Okay.
Look at that. It's so backwards. You're watching live theater. Live theater. It slipped down more. I know what I can do. I'll do this little thing here, and okay, now I can see what we're doing. That I like. That's much better. Yes. Norman Sylvester. So, did you ever watch Welcome Back, Kotter in the 70s?
I did watch the show, actually.
Were you a fan of it, or?
I just watched it. I was working trucking during that time. I didn't have a lot of TV time on my hands.
Oh, and gosh, goodness, keep slipping. There we are. It just wants to do that. I'll
But
keep
the
an eye
song
on it.
brought back good memories.
Good, yeah.
Yes.
So that the early 70s, you were doing trucking.
Yes.
I had some questions about that, if you don't mind. What was this all about here? I should go back. That's the first shot there was a wonderful shot there of I believe your 70s career. This is, well, I guess we're gonna flash forward because that's what the photos are doing. This is more the 80s, isn't it?
It actually started in 1992.
92.
The Candlelight Cafe.
Oh, the Candlelight Cafe.
Yeah, that first photo with the candlelight, that was started. I did the Boogie Cat Jam session there for 11 years on Thursday nights.
Wow. Okay, and how about this photo here?
The one that you just showed was myself with Isaac Scott,
Uh-huh.
my mentor at Key Largo, 1990.
So that was Isaac Scott and you at Key Largo.
Key Largo.
Yeah, the wonderful Isaac Scott. You've told me so much about him. So he was from Seattle, correct?
Actually, he was originally from down south, but he was here for high school. We went to high school together.
Oh, okay.
And then he moved to Seattle and became the king of Seattle blues.
Right. Okay. Yes. So in what era was that?
He left Portland. I started a family in 65. He left in 66. Went up there to be a barber. Ended up playing with the Five Blind Boys and touring with them for a while. So he just took over Seattle with the blues.
And would you go up there and sit in with him?
I would.
Then? Yeah.
I would, yes.
And likewise, he'd come to Portland.
Portland.
Yeah.
And we would call the show Blues Brothers Together Again.
Dominating the Northwest. Then.
Killing it, man.
Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, well, this is another trip down memory lane.
1950, I don't think, I was 7 years old.
7 years old in
In
this
that
photo. Okay. And is that your sister there?
That's my sister and my mom and dad in Louisiana, in Bastrop, Louisiana.
In Louisiana?
Yeah, that's where I was born in Bonita, but that was the rural part of the area, a country part, and Bastrop was the city where there was a big paper mill.
Oh, really?
My dad worked at the paper mill.
So how big was Bastrop compared to Bonita?
Well, it was a municipality, so it was a good-sized town.
Do you ever get back to Louisiana much?
I haven't been back in years, man.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
my major grandparents and uncles all passed away. I just got first cousins down there. Trying to work to where I can play down in Arkansas somewhere where I can visit everybody.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So I'm working on a gig down there, like King Biscuit or something like that.
Oh, right.
Yeah, just to get on the road.
Well, now, have you played the South much in your various lineups? Or?
I have not. That's what. Once I moved out to the Northwest, see, when I came out here, I was just a little singer. I sang in the choir in Louisiana. I didn't start playing guitar until I was a sophomore in high school.
Wow. Okay, we're going to continue on down. This is your life, Norman Sylvester. This is your wife, Paula.
Yeah,
wonderful.
1994.
94. Is that from the wedding or around that era?
Melody Ballroom. I put a little mini blues festival together. We had dancers and a band and solo acts and everything. It was a really nice affair.
I'm very familiar with the Melody Ballroom stairs and lifting stuff up there.
You know that drill.
That's a tough load-in.
That photo there is 1976.
Now this is the one I originally starting my Welcome Back Cotter question. Is about the time era when the show would have been on.
That's my gangster days right there.
Is this also part of that?
That's 69 right there.
Oh, that's 69.
That's
okay.
the band, my first soul band, Rated X.
Whoa, okay, that's what we're going to talk about. Now, Rated X, it's 69 is when it started?
Yeah, about 69, man. That little lady that's in the little cute lady there, her name is Penny Fontenot. She was the baby in the band. She was like 16 years old. Mm-hmm. And we was trying to get a name for the band.
Yeah.
And she looked around at all the fellas and said, all you fellas is Rated X. So that's how we got the name.
How long did Rated X go for?
It lasted until 1972, actually. We recorded live at Vanco Records over. We did a 45 disc. And what happened was the trucking company intervened. I had a family. I had to go to graveyard shift, and I ended that band. I go to graveyard shift. I worked graveyard shift for 5 years.
Wow. And was that the end of your music for that period?
For a minute, yeah. But I kept playing music on the side while I worked in the trucking company. But that 45 disc that was recorded in '69, in 2000, I got an email from a guy in England and said, I'm looking for a Norman Sylvester that recorded a 45 at Vanco Records back in 1969. We're doing a study on Northwest blues and R&B.
Wow.
And he said, do you have any of those discs? And as a matter of fact, I got 3 cases still left. And so he purchased a whole case of them.
Oh, I would love to. So you still have 2 cases left then?
I still have about a case and a half.
We need to. I'd love to hear that
one.
music. Yeah.
It's all original. A fellow by the name of Clarence Rogers, and he was the keyboard player. He wrote one side, I did the other side.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's so neat. And was it blues and R&B, or did you get into the psychedelic at that phase?
Mostly R&B, straight R&B.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and then I had a question about that one younger picture of you. Is that Shaniko? What? The western town that you're in? I don't know. I'll have to.
Which one was it, man?
Well, I think it's a few down. I have to.
With my parents, you mean?
No, it was is a young man on the porch there.
Oh no, what that was is the porch that I was on was an old country store at a crossroads. You heard of the Robert Johnson Crossroads?
Yes.
In Louisiana, every once in a while you come up to a crossroad. There's a store over here, a store over there. They just got snacks and all that,
But that's actually in Louisiana?
And that was in Bonita, Louisiana, and my cousin, Sam Bailey. That was Sam Bailey's store.
Okay.
Now, the names down there are real funny because Sam had a son, his nickname was Nook. So Nook Bailey. And Sam's wife was Snooty Bailey. They call her Snooty because she walked around with so they gave it a nickname, Snooty Bailey. Yes, indeed.
Wow, that's and did you know many of the Louisiana people in Portland when you got here, or was there kind of a?
We came out. My dad came out here looking for work. When I said earlier he worked at the paper mill in Bastrop, they started laying off. But he had been out here to Vanport.
Okay.
Back in the day, and my uncle came out to Vanport as well.
Okay.
But my uncle stayed. Dad came back to Louisiana. So my uncle got a job at St. Vincent's Hospital. So when the paper mill went down in Bastrop, he told my dad to come out here to get him on at St. Vincent's. And my dad came out here and started working at St. Vincent's Hospital.
Okay, wow. And is that the old one up in the southwest or northwest hills?
It was the one up on 27th off of Lovejoy.
Okay.
And then they moved it out to Barnes Road.
Okay.
Yeah, back in later years.
I was born in one of them. I can't remember, but it doesn't exist. The St. Vincent's in 1970 where I was born.
Yeah, it was up there in Northwest Portland.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And Isaac Scott, I'll tell you something. Most guitar players fall in love with guitars. Isaac never fell in love with a guitar. Every time I saw him, he was playing a different guitar.
Really? That's...
Just when I thought he had the most killing sound that you could ever have.
Yeah.
And I said, man, I'd kill to get that sound. I'd go there, he'd have another setup.
And would it totally different sound? Or?
Same sound.
Same sound, but different rig, different... Yeah.
It just was him, man. It just was his natural ability to play. He'd go to the music store on a Friday evening and say to the music guy, who a good friend of his in Seattle, said, give me that guitar right there, and can I have that amp for the weekend? And he walked out with that, so he was one of those natural musicians that could play a 2x4 with strings on it, man, to make it sound good.
Right. That's takes a talent.
No,
I'm pretty much the opposite of that.
Father right there, he was a gospel singer. He's singing a quartet, so that's how I was exposed to gospel music. He sang in a traveling quartet out of the Southern Baptist Church. He traveled around the South singing. And
that was this deep baritone. Is that
he sang tenor actually?
Oh, really?
They had a baritone and a tenor, and of course a bass. The boom, 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 boom.
Would you all sing together when
we always sang around the house? Yes, indeed. So that's where my grandmother volunteered me to sing in the choir. That's how I got into the choir.
Okay.
She didn't tell. She didn't ask me. She told me I was singing in the choir.
It's hard for me to imagine you with a voice other than this deep lower register, but I guess you went through puberty like everyone else and must have had a higher range.
When I came to Portland, I stuttered and I had a southern drawl.
Uh-huh.
And kids would ask me to talk just to laugh at me, So
Really?
it kind of made me
Really?
self-conscious a little bit. So once I got to playing the guitar and had that guitar between me and the people, it gave me confidence. I used to practice in front of a mirror just to see how I'd look to me.
Yeah, yeah.
And, that made me have confidence to go out and play, and look at the people. So, it was a journey.
Yes. No, I know exactly. In the 80s, I had one of the most horrible freshman years. I wanted to join the Wolverines from Red Dawn and wore camouflage. It was very uncomfortable at Central Catholic High School. And then I got contact lenses, and I put a guitar in my hand, and everything changed.
My mom was a beautician, so she actually give me different hairstyles in high school every month or so. She braided, cornrow braids back in the day. She'd press and curl it sometimes, she'd blow out the afro. So she was constantly changing my hair. So
were cornrows going on during the early 60s?
Yeah, cornrows have been going on for years.
Yeah,
Where
okay.
you came from? Dodger? Why do they call them cornrows? From the cornfield.
Okay.
The row in the cornfield, cotton rows, they go in in a line.
It's interesting because I guess it's just one of those style things, but when you get into the late 40s to early 60s, it seems like all styles were kind of getting homogenized around something.
I have on my, we go to my family's home for gatherings on holidays and stuff. And I could take you with me over there and we could be sitting around and eating some turkey and some dressing and some sweet potato pie. And one of my nieces would come up to you and they could have your hair braided in about an hour.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. I'm in. Let's do it.
All the way down to the end, man. You'd be running around looking like Bo Derek.
Well, on that note, I think we should go to an advertisement. So we will be right back with Norman Sylvester from the Peasant Revolution Band Variety.
Well, yeah, I thought maybe I was going to get this show off, take a little bit of break, but the fans were asking. The fans were asking about it. Fans want to see me. Fans want to hear me talk more about Safford Brothers, Downtown Blend, Taste the City Coffee. And you know what? I'm not going to disappoint the fans. I tell you what, show business, it's strange. Nobody should ask for this life. You think you want the riches, and you think you want the fame. And then, if you ever get any of that stuff, you don't know what to do with it. You have no idea. But I tell you what always calms me down, what always centers me is a good cup of Safford Brothers Downtown Blend Taste the City Coffee. It's good. Damn good. Yum.
Okay, everybody ready? And we're in. Ready and go.
It's alright.
Yeah, Red's Garage.
Yeah, okay.
We fix. Broken hose. Smashed windshield. We fix. No problem. Be back Tuesday. Fix then. No job too small. We fix. Your car, our car, we take care. No problem. No problem. We fix. Broken headlight. Broken trunk. Carburetor. We fix. No problem. No problem. Ready Tuesday. Ready Tuesday. You come back. No problem. Red's Garage. 349 Volga Avenue. Yeah.
All right. Okay. And we're back. We're back. Wow. That was exciting. The Ray Charles, What I Say.
What I Say.
How long have you been playing that song for?
We did, Patrick Lamb did a Northwest tribute to Ray Charles.
I remember that,
and
yeah.
I sang on that. That was, 2012?
And Patrick's one of your young players, correct?
Yeah, Patrick started with me when he was 19.
Wow.
Yeah, at the River City Saloon up on 12th and Jefferson back in the day. And he played with the Candlelight Cafe with me. He's on that Live at the Candlelight CD that we recorded in 1994.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stu Dodge, my father, sent me some footage recently of him playing with, I think it was called Little Gregory or something like that.
Yeah.
But Patrick's with him, and he's like 17. He's like, I just realized that he might be younger than me. But yeah, it was, I think it was one of the trumpet players from the big Thomas Lauderdale's Pink Martini.
Okay, yeah, Patrick has toured with Gino Vanelli.
Yes.
Bobby Caldwell.
Right.
He just recently is recording a new instrumental CD at Jeff Lorber's studio.
Okay.
In L.A., so he's doing great stuff, man.
Yeah.
Powerful young man doing wonderful things. But, a lot of them started with me. LaRonda still started with me. Gretchen Mitchell, you name it. I remember Lisa Mann when she first came to Portland. Back in the day, she was a physical bodybuilder kind of little lady. At the time.
Really?
Yeah, she did physique.
The bass player, right?
Yeah. She did, personal, training, fitness.
Okay.
Posing.
Right.
Yeah, she still,
or aerobics in the 80s.
Yeah, aerobics. That's what it was, aerobics. Yeah. Yes, indeed.
I wanted to take a little look. I'm not sure if we're going to just jump in the middle of something here, but you and I have been working together over the past year, and we're going to finally see some daylight on this, I have a feeling, this month. But we'll take a little look at what's queued up here, and I'll edit something sensible in.
Now won't you listen, honey, while I say, how could you tell me that you're going away? Don't say that we must part. Don't break my aching heart. You know I loved you truly for many years. I loved you night and day. How can you leave me? Can't you see my tears? Listen while I say, after you've gone and left me crying, after you've gone, there's no denying.
I think there's always been people moving into Portland. Always. Yeah.
Because what we've seen, Sharon and I, we've seen families that come here, talk to families in the South and Arkansas and all the places, and say it's nice out here. You can get a job and you can do this. And a lot of the big jobs were laying off, and people would migrate this way to be with their families that been out here a long time, saying the grass is greener. Come on out here, So they came they came out to the Northwest, which is
Right.
a good
Right.
commitment because you're coming 2,700 miles, 3,000 miles from
Right.
home.
We moved from Gow's Lake to North Gattenbine.
Okay.
Yes, North Gattenbine in about the year of 51.
I was born in Arkansas. Joined the United States Air Force. Went to San Antonio, Texas. Then they sent me to the Fairchild Air Force Base in Spokane.
I was born in Los Angeles, but I was only there a few months. I came here from Texas, San Antonio, Texas.
Anything to get out of Arkansas would be better, because it was rough down there. It was rough. No jobs for anyone, so I joined the United States Air Force just to get away.
They had to buy property because my father, on my father's side, my God, I think almost everybody on his side came up here from Mississippi, different parts, Yeah, and they loved it. It's like, hey, once they came up here, they didn't want to go back.
Man, we lived in the country.
Well, we did too.
Yeah, and a lot of rural people kind of healed themselves until they really got serious.
My grandmother was a midwife.
My grandmother was a midwife.
One of the things about the South too now, education-wise, my sister came up at 12 years old from Mississippi. We went down actually and picked her up, my parents, and she was a grade ahead of me.
When I came here,
We're back. Yes, that was Tales of Old Portland.
Yes.
Norman Sylvester, executive producer. We are doing a series. We're hoping to broaden out and get a lot of the neighborhoods, but right now we're focusing on the North Portland experience, primarily the African American experience in that time from moving to Portland in the Vanport era to the early 90s and everything in between there.
And what's special about it is the personal memories. Just let them talk about their memories. And it's just really a wonderful thing to see their faces light up as they recall, as they're being interviewed. It's a wonderful feeling to watch and be a part of that.
Oh, I'm just in awe of being witness to it all.
Yes.
So it's.
We had a beautiful day yesterday. What a day of interviews.
Yeah, I'm still kind of trying to get my head together. It was so overwhelming, really, really powerful. Yes. And the series is. I'm very well. I don't care what you think of the series. I think that we've done. I'm very happy with what we've come up with.
Bravo to you for letting it be your brainchild, and I appreciate you bringing me in on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
To be a part of it.
Well, I think that kind of touches back onto when I first remember meeting you, which I remember it. I was 25, 1995, working as a sound guy, and it was probably my first. Running a stage for the first time at the Good in the Hood in the Holy Redeemer backyard.
Campus, yeah.
And you came and gave me an envelope of money for the bands.
Right.
You're Stu's son. I can trust you, right?
I trust you.
And it was kind of the beginning of our friendship as well as my first gig for Dad.
Envelope full of money. I trust you.
It was, but I think it sort of touches back on this because I was mixing the multicultural stage and which was something that you always seem to. The Good in the Hood still does that, and even without you being as involved and active as you used to be, I think that's a wonderful aspect that you put to that festival that helped make it very big and round with a tapestry of.
We wanted to embrace the whole community, each person in the community. So I tapped into the Regional Arts and Culture Council to multicultural acts that had received community outreach grants. Mm-hmm. And if they hadn't used their grants, I would beg them to play my festival.
Oh, right.
And I would sign their pink slip when they would play the festival. And it helped me bring in didgeridoo players and Brazilian dancers and... just everything. For
Mexican folklorica. Do you remember them? Ballet folklore. Well, I remember the older guy that he kind of looked like Robert Duvall. Do you remember that guy? And he would always come with the Mexican folklorica, and they'd have all the outfits.
His name was Bill Miley.
Oh, really?
Miley.
And cassette tapes. That was back when the kids used cassette tapes for
Yes,
their...
indeed. And Ballet Folklorica was very traditionally dressed.
Mm-hmm.
They always looked so beautiful. And our kids in the inner city never get to see that.
Right.
And it was just wonderful to bring that to them,
Right.
That was the mission of Good in the Hood, to just... It was Good in the Hood.
And it still continues on today.
It does today.
Which will probably be one of our concluding episodes of the of Tales of Old Portland. We'll probably wrap up on the Good in the Hood and how that left the community, and then everyone started moving here after that. So
I'm working on that inner city festival, healing the healthcare blues thing now.
Yes. Now tell us about the Inner City Blues Festival. When did that start, and what was your role in it?
It's the 7th annual. It's coming from, we took a little hiatus from the inner city for about 5 or 6 years, and Bob Gross and Ken Cropper went to a...
The Blazer Bob Gross?
No.
Oh.
Another Bob Gross. A labor Bob Gross. Went to a Healthcare for All Oregon meeting. And they got tied up in universal health care. Got passionate. So they said, let's get the band back together and bring this festival back. But we'll bring it back as a benefit for Healthcare for All Oregon.
Okay.
So the mission is to get the universal health care on the 2020 ballot.
Wow.
Everybody in and nobody out.
So especially this year, in its 7th year, that is a focus for universal health care.
It's important.
And
healthcare.
Now, didn't we were originally, though, this was more trying to get blues musicians health care originally,
before
right?
It was just for a variety of different benefits the inner city was. It started out Jam for Jesse when Jesse Jackson ran for president.
Oh, right, okay.
And it started off as that. And once that didn't happen, we kept it going as the Inner City Blues Festival.
Okay.
And it lasted for years that way. And now it's the 7th annual Healing the Healthcare Blues Festival. It's on April 21st at the North Portland Eagles Lodge.
21st or 22nd? 21st. April 21st at the Eagles Lodge.
Yeah, ticket to
Lodge.
mail. Got the tickets. Get your tickets now.
We're going to put links up when this broadcast gets syndicated, and we will also have the new Facebook page for Tales of Old Portland. I'll include that in the links too. So all sorts of exciting stuff. We unfortunately, with our new Russian financing system, we have more ads to run. So let's see what they're up to.
Yeah, well, if you haven't noticed, we've got this new slogan. I don't know what genius came up with this, pardon my cynicism, but we are talking Safford Brothers, Downtown Blend, Taste the City Coffee, and it is good. I will agree. I will always agree. It's good. And that's the new slogan, and I think it's perfect. I mean, it says it all. It's simple. It was a genius who just said 2 words, sums up the product, it's good, and Safford Brothers Downtown Blend Taste the City Coffee is something you should be enjoying. I know Jeff Dodge is enjoying it all the time. I don't know why he's not doing these commercials, but hey, I love a good payday, and I love Safford Brothers Downtown Blend Taste the City Coffee, and I love the new slogan. It's good. It's damn good. Yum.
And then we're going to go into the song. We're back with Norman Sylvester, our star guest. Very happy to have him here. Rich Reese is here. If you want to maybe pull that microphone a little closer.
I got it out of the way so I can have all the latitude for what I say. I wanted to be able to...
Yes. Well, and now Russia's been telling me to kind of limit how often I share the spotlight with my fellow band members.
No, that's okay. Norman, I got a message, and this is serious. This is not part of our shtick. From my uncle, who's a sax player, and he saw that you were on the show tonight, and asked me to say that he enjoyed sitting in with you in the 90s. His name was Randy Reese.
Oh, yeah,
man. Yeah.
All right. My regards to him. Yes,
I'll
indeed.
pass that along, yeah.
Back
Uncle
in the day.
Yeah. Yeah, he's back in St. Louis now.
Is he still playing?
Yeah, he plays almost every night. He's in a couple of Zydeco bands.
He's a bad man.
Yeah, he's been clean for 20 years, too.
Oh, so, God bless him for that. Yes,
indeed. Playing real well, but wanted me to pass that along.
Yeah, Portland was and still is just a melting pot of great musicians.
In the blues in particular, seems to be, this is a blues town, the way I call it.
I'm really curious about this X-rated band, actually.
Yes. Rated X?
Yeah, Rated X, yeah.
That was a 10-piece soul band.
Okay.
And we played all the around all the Northeast Portland clubs. We played, stuff on Mount Hood, like ski parties and stuff like that. And
what was a ski party like? In '69,
it was wild. It was kind of like beer drinking
in the snow, and in the Timberline Lodge,
up in the lodge area. Yeah. We rocked it out up there, man.
Wow.
And I don't do well with snow, because I don't ski. But it was a fun time. We got our set list from the back of Jet magazine, whatever the top 10 songs for the month. When Shaft came out, we was on top of it. When Curtis Mayfield came out with Superfly, we was right on it. All those things. And I had the wah-wah, right?
Yes.
I played Shaft so much in one night, I'd get $20 bills to play it again.
Oh.
Play it again. The next day, my leg would be just sore from that wah-wah, man.
Yeah. Well, you brought your wah-wah tonight, didn't you? I was so excited.
Without it.
Yes. It is wonderful to hear you on that. Scotty Scotterino, I heard you might have a question out there. Russia's trying to expand. Why don't you come on in here and
I'm good. I have no questions tonight, Mr. Doc.
Scotty Scotterino and I have a love affair with G&L guitars.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, see, we share that love affair, see. That's what we talk about all the time.
The
But
G&L.
if you see us whispering, we whisper about that G&L F100.
The F1, and is that what we're rocking tonight? That's what you brought with us.
I brought it for Scotty.
F100.
It's not a tone knob.
I can't hear you. Come in here.
It's a parametric EQ.
Parametric EQ.
The back one, yeah.
Instead of a tone.
Yeah.
I almost understand that. I just play them. I don't understand them.
Parametric.
On that note, I think we're going to take another ad break here. A lot of ads to pay here, so we're going to do that. And here we go.
Komis is your market of choice for all Russians things. Here you find Moscow candle cages, golden clocks from our famous gold regions. We sell funny keychains and gemstones from the Siberian hinterlands, along with Black Sea shells. We have finest capers from Kiev, delicious Russian fish, and matryoshka dolls to make you smile. Komis has toys for children and handmade ships from St. Petersburg. We bring you back to the old country with memories of motherland. At Komis Russian Import Market, all are welcome. We put the Nick in Nikonak.
And then okay, we're back. We're back, and I just wanted to get Norman is been a wonderful having you here, a wonderful guest, wonderful friend, and we're very excited of this new series we're going to be bringing. But as you typically like to do, I'd like to give my best regards to the city. The Mayor Ted Wheeler's actually doing a pretty good job, I have to say so far. But this Mayor Frank Ivansy comes to mind. Now, Mayor Frank Ivansy, let me tell you, that guy was a rascal. Oh, Ed, why, it's my lovely wife, Jamila. She was with us at the beginning of this show. How are you, honey?
I'm doing well.
Has anything changed since the beginning?
No, it's just,
okay.
just coming closer to the end.
Oh, are you saying it's time?
Say goodnight.
Good night, Jeff.
of joy.